Jaeger-Ladymatic presents Leading Women.
When she walks into a room, an aura of strength surrounds her, built in part by years spent with the Israeli Security Service. She's now the CEO of the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, another high-stress job, and a position held by only a handful of women at stock exchanges around the world. But just don't point that out to her.
The head of a stock exchange is the head of a stock exchange. Whether it's a man or a woman, there is no difference.
She exudes power, yet a glimpse into her family life shows her softer side. This powerhouse with a great sense of humor is the head of the Taza, Ester, Levanon. Tel Aviv, Israel, the largest city in the country. It's known for its nightlife and beaches. It's also the country's business hub and has positioned itself as one of the world's biggest high-tech hotspots. Leading the charge is the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange.
We don't have natural resources in Israel. So when you don't have natural resources, you need your brain resources. And that's how the high-tech community came to life.
I met Levanon when she visited New York for a joint Taza NASDAQ Investors Conference. How many women have ever done this before?
Well, actually, I'm the first.
Of course.
But not only the first woman, the first time on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, it's not an economist at the head of the exchange, but someone that came from IT. So that's a first from all aspects. All of a sudden, I'm taller. But that goes well with my theory about how women should go on in life. You have to be much better than men.
Levanon's theory came from a manager who once told her he would only hire a woman if she was a much better candidate than a man. Levanon chose to turn his words into a lesson, and it led her to head up the IT department at the very macho Israeli Security Service.
And I say it, not too loudly so they won't hear. That was the most chauvinistic organization on the face of the earth. Only men, no women managers, nothing.
She became the first female manager who had to prove to the previously inflexible organization that her job and a computer department were vital. It didn't take long for that point to become clear during the first Lebanon War in 1982.
Actually, I don't believe I had a moment to myself. During work hours, at home, during night, I got calls all the time because they needed any kind of services from the IT division.
Levanon went on to head up the IT department at the stock exchange, and 20 years later, she became its CEO.
She comes into a room and, you think, oh, grandma's here. But you turn around and what do you have? You have one of the smartest, one of the brightest, one of the most incredibly insightful people in the business.
So it's not that she's a woman.
No, it's not that she's a woman. It is that she is an extraordinary human being.
Under Levanon's lead, the Taza stepped out of the emerging market and into the developed market index, and now has more than 600 companies listed.
What you see here is an fully automated exchange, fully automated clearing houses, and the edge of technology being established here in the exchange, thanks to the work and the vision of Ester.
To show how much the Taza is growing, Levanon takes us to see its new home, under construction. This won't have a trading floor at all, but a bigger space for more computers to manage the exchange.
Do you feel like you're on the top of the world over here?
Yes, of course.
Levanon has reached a level of success that few women have achieved. And in the coming weeks, she reveals her biggest fears, mistakes, and why she could never be a stay-at-home mom.
I have to tell you that once I stayed home for 1 week, they went crazy. They wanted me out of the house.